Hey y'all, so I've been watching these videos on people's encounters with spirits and the demonic world and heaven and God and all these different things. And I don't know about y'all, but I've had several encounters throughout my life of things that have happened, both good and bad. And it made me start to think like, is this normal? Does everybody have this kind of thing? Is it only some people, or do y'all not remember all the time or not even realize what it is? Anyway, so my first one, I was probably 7 years old, which is really weird that I even had this happen because I was in the bed and I looked over the side of the bed and I could see two little goblin-like creatures looking up at me. And I went to scream. And like that was a scream where nothing came out. And I've never experienced that kind of scream ever again in my life. But it's a scream of terror that just doesn't leave. So now that I'm older, a couple other things have happened. And I've also been to Africa several times, once to a voodoo festival. And so I really know about spiritual connections. Over there, they have like different people who can get spirits off of you, because sometimes spirits will marry you. And so sometimes you can have sexual relationships with spirits. And this actually happened to me once. And it's kind of disgusting to tell this story because I really just let it happen, because it was kind of like I knew it was happening. I knew that I couldn't see whatever it was, and I knew that it felt good, so I kind of let it happen. And that was one story. I don't want to get too deep with that because where it wasn't at my house, so it's kind of creepy if somebody ever watches this, whose house I was at. But I'll tell you about what happened at the voodoo festival. So at the voodoo festival in Africa, they're basically worshiping like different gods and goddesses. And one is from the earth. So they'll say some kind of chant and then they like touch the earth. And they have a god like from the water, different gods and goddesses. So anyways, after the party festival was over, and trust me, they're going hard. In one corner, they're like killing chickens, and others, they're like dancing. You can actually see by the look on their face sometimes that spirits have entered their body. They're eating fire, walking on hot coals, going in like circles with different beats and drums. And it's like they're conjuring. So when you look at the face, I wish I could have the music for you, but it's an African beat. And they're going in circles and going in circles. And then you see the face literally change. And you know that they're possessed. So anyway, I go in my room that night and I go to bed. And somewhere in the middle of the night, all of a sudden I'm like trying to wake up. I feel like I'm being levitated. Literally like something has levitated me out of the bed. And I'm trying to wake up, but it's not really letting me wake up. And I hear this laughter in my ear. Just hilarious laughter. And it's a scary laughter. And it's so excited and so happy to have me like levitating that at first I'm afraid, but then I'm like, I know what this is. And right away, I yelled out, Jesus, help me. And I was like so angry with this thing for trying to take over me. But as soon as I said Jesus, I was like released. I was back on the bed. The laughter was gone and I could hear like a rooster in the background. And I was like, that is so weird. The only thing I took away from this is I knew that spirit was messing with me and probably thought it could get to me because where I was. But when I said Jesus, it left right away. And it was the craziest feeling. It was the craziest encounter. But I know that was an evil spirit trying to get in me or on me or whatever it was. But just like every video in here, if you can manage to say Jesus, it breaks it. Like, they're not stronger than Jesus, but these like demons or whatever they are, these spirits, they're definitely out there, but they're not stronger than Jesus. And I've had several kind of things that have happened like this to me in my life. And I don't really post about it on my travels. And I've been nervous to post about it because it's really odd. But if you guys are interested, I will post again and go in more detail. This is just like off the cuff because I watched somebody else's video and it reminded me of how the spirits will hold you. They don't let you move. Sometimes they shake you. Sometimes they laugh. Sometimes they can touch you. Sometimes it actually feels good. I'm not going to lie about that. So anyway, if you'd like to hear more, let me know. Thanks for listening.